there's the beautiful Crockpot. Hello, Korey Kealey.
Hi.
How are you? You got
Very
several
well.
Crockpots here today.
Oh, it's a party.
Different kinds of Crockpots.
Yeah.
Different
Yes.
shapes, sizes, functions.
The versatility is unbelievable.
You like the Crockpot, I know that.
I do. Well, it's a staple in my house. I need it for
Yes.
my wild life that I was telling you about.
Yeah, your crazy life.
Yeah, it really helps you out because it's something you just you still need to do some prep work, but you can just toss everything in, walk out the door, come home to a beautiful
Exactly.
aroma.
And it smells great in your house all day. And which is perfect for the average family like yourselves. You're out at the hockey rink, you're doing this, you're running around, you're both working, you both got business to take care of, you got 3 growing children. Where's the time to cook?
I'm exhausted.
Well, even though cooking is kind of your business.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It is what I do, and I still find it challenging. So I totally get it when people are in a strap. So if you've got your slow cooker, you can make so many really good things. I love this spicy peanut chicken. It is a go-to.
Are we going to make that now?
I'm going to make this. So this is one of those things you just toss in.
I want to try this because I could actually eat this on my meal plan.
You can eat this. Yeah. So we're going to put in some potatoes.
Okay.
When you're using vegetables and meat, you put the vegetables on the bottom. Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're more dense than the meat. They take longer to cook. So we're gonna.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The other thing is make sure you're chopping your vegetables into uniform sized pieces, either all big or all small.
So where
but
are
if you
uniform
don't do
when
that,
you're chopping your vegetables?
Yeah, because either they're going to be too hard or they're going to be too mushy, and they're not. Unless you like it like that, then that's your choice.
Okay.
We're going to put in onion. These are things we always have in our cupboard, right? Onions, potatoes, carrots, stuff like that. You could toss some carrots in here.
Gotcha.
Then you're going to put your meat on top.
All of it?
Yeah.
These are chicken thighs.
These are boneless,
Probably
skinless.
one of the most inexpensive pieces of the chicken, yet completely delicious.
It's so delicious and tender. You know, if you're cooking with chicken breast in the slow cooker, you might want to chop it into cubes.
Why? Because it's too big?
It gets a little bit tougher. It's not as it's more lean.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so that's that. So then the easy part of this is our sauce. Now I've done this 2 ways.
Too?
Yeah, we're going to basically take peanut butter,
au
half a cup of peanut butter, or it doesn't even have to be. This is Flexi did this, so she's all natural. Right. So then, and then a can of tomatoes that we always have.
Everybody has a can of tomatoes.
Everybody does. And then we're going to put in some flour to thicken it up. Now listen, you don't have to do that because if you want to go gluten-free, you could be using any kind of flour or just leave it out. One of the tricks I'm going to tell you too is about some of the complaints I get is, oh, that's chopped garlic. We've got some soy sauce for some little bit of salt.
Yes.
And then our turmeric, ground cumin, brown sugar, and a little bit of chili powder is our seasoning.
Want me to mix that up?
Mix it up a little bit, and then we're going to put it on top. You're going to put the lid on it. You're going to set it for 6 to 8 hours on low.
Right.
You're going to walk away, and if you have the newer versions of Crockpots, they're programmable. And so you can set the number of hours that you want, and then it shifts to warm.
I don't think I have a programmable one. I have a regular. Okay, you were saying one of the things that people...
Okay, so sometimes people say with thickening up. So some of the complaints are, well, I get home and it's really soupy, there's too much liquid, I don't like that. So there's things you can do. What you can do is take the lid off, turn it up to high, and let it sit for about 15 minutes. And
when you get home?
Evaporate the liquid.
When you get home?
Yes.
Okay.
Or you could take some cornstarch and put it with a little bit and thicken it that way. But again, turn it on to high, leave the lid off, stir it up, and let it sit. So it'll evaporate. Okay. One of the other things is that the reasons you may have too much liquid is that once you put this lid on, it generates liquid and steam.
Gotcha.
So if you're cooking on a stovetop, you need much more liquid. So if you're taking one of your stovetop recipes and putting it into the slow cooker, you need to reduce the liquid. You probably, do you see how much was there? There was almost no liquid.
Zero.
At the end, you'll see it's all gooey and delicious. So this is our finished product. Yeah, we're going to put our lid on, we're going to set it, we're going to walk away, and then presentation is everything. Another thing people say is like, well, it's all brown and it's the same color.
It's not, though.
But you can, if you're going to garnish, you garnish at the end. You don't put herbs or delicate foods in the slow cooker. You put those in at the end. So lemon zest, lemon juice brightens flavors. Fresh herbs you would add at the end. You would stir in. I love purple cabbage as a garnish. I think it's so beautiful. It's in your fridge all the time. That's, that makes it, just chop that up.
Look at how purty that is.
Isn't that purty?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's lots of tricks, and so you can make a very simple meal, and just by putting in like dollar store interesting serving dishes, you've got a fancy. You were looking for a fork, aren't you?
No.
How about a spoon?
No, no. It looks good. You want me to taste it?
If you want.
You think I should?
I do. I love this one.
You've got it on a bed of rice.
You're controlling the amount of seasoning that you put in this. Like we didn't add any salt. So at the end of your cooking, you taste it for seasoning, add a little bit of salt, add some lemon juice, add stuff to brighten up the flavors. But you can really control what goes into your family this way.
It's delicious.
It's really good.
And if you don't want to have the rice, you could...
You know what I love to do is you could do that on quinoa.
Yep.
I also take
on its own,
a big thing of spinach, baby spinach, and then put the hot steamy sauce on, and it wilts it. It's delicious. You can shred vegetables. There's lots of substitutes that you don't have to have, because I know you're probably on a low carb.
Yeah, kind of off the rice.
Yeah. I got some of these pea shoots that are long and green and delicious. I just chop those up, throw them on some quinoa with this on top. Oh my gosh, couldn't be better.
On its own, it's delicious. Listen, we're going to cook more with Crockpot later, including the party Crockpot, right?
Yeah.
Look at that bad boy right there.
Crock Star.
Yeah, Crock Star.
Yeah.
It's crock and roll, baby.